Hello, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while again, but we're just in time for the NFL draft on Thursday. So I figured, why not? We'll do a mock draft simulator and I'll go over picks. And this won't be what I would do as a GM or if I was in control of the team. This is what I think will happen on Thursday and where teams will go with their picks and why. So, starting off, unfortunately, Jacksonville already told us where they're going, so Trevor Lawrence, your number one overall pick, unless something crazy happens. But Trevor Lawrence, golden boy at quarterback who's been told this would happen for years, it happens. He made it happen. So good for him. Now, New York Jets, and number two, I think they go Zach Wilson. I was thinking possibly a Justin Fields, but the way things have been going and people have been saying, it seems Zach is that guy for them, which understandable, but personally I'd probably go Justin Fields. Three, another instance where Justin Fields is dropping. Kyle Shanahan seems very stuck with Mac Jones, and the other people within the 49ers want Justin Fields, but I think Kyle Shanahan, the head coach, gets his guy, Mac Jones. Now, number four, moving on with a non quarterback for the first time in the draft, Kyle Pitts. I think Matt Ryan is their guy. They could easily go quarterback here and pick up Justin Fields, but I think Matt Ryan can still play for another 4 years. So get Kyle Pitts, help boost that offense even more. It's going to be deadly, deadly, deadly for those defenses. Now, moving on to five with the Bengals, it's really Jamar Chase and Penei Sewell. Chase and Burrows can be reunited, but with Burrows, tearing his ACL and their offensive line being as bad as they were, I think Penei Sewell should be the answer here. Six, I think it was also between Penei Sewell and Jamar Chase for the Dolphins, so they pick up the second player left on the board after the Bengals, and they grab Jamar Chase. That's going to be a lovely trio of wide receivers over in Miami with Will Fuller, Chase, and Devontae Parker. Now, the Lions lost their top two wide receivers with Galladay and Marvin Jones Jr., so I can easily see them going Devontae Smith, wide receiver out of Alabama. I know a lot of people are concerned about his light weight, but the guy competed at the highest level possible and had no trouble at all getting open. So I don't see it being an issue at all in the NFL. Carolina. What do they do? Well, I think it's simple. I think they go Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle out of Northwestern. He can play guard as well. He reminds me a lot of Zach Martin, the guard for the Cowboys. And I think with Sam Darnold recently arriving, the Panthers' offensive line isn't the greatest, and I think Rashawn Slater can definitely help boost them up. Now, 9, the Denver Broncos. As you see, we haven't had a single defensive player, but I think that changes now. Micah Parsons, linebacker, Penn State. He's going to be the focal point and really help become like the Roquan Smith that Vic Fangio had over with Chicago. At number 10, the Dallas Cowboys. Back to back on defense, Patrick Surtain II, corner out of Alabama, being picked up by Dallas, really helped bolster that secondary and get two Alabama corners in Surtain and Diggs. So the New York Giants, where do they go? Well, I think they too will bolster their offense. Similarly to the Falcons, pick up an offensive player, Jalen Waddle. They got Kenny Galladay. Now they'll have Jalen. You got Evan Ingram. You got Saquon, and there's others. I think you just create an elite offense and hope Daniel Jones can make the most out of it. With the 12th pick, Philadelphia, the top wide receivers are gone. They would take Patrick Surtain, but he's gone. So we give them next up on the list, J.C. Horn, corner out of South Carolina. Big man coverage corner, and I think he's going to be great for Philly. The Chargers, I think this is an easy pick for them, and I think it's Christian Darrisaw. Go right into that right tackle position for them and help solidify that offensive line. Same with the Vikings offensive line here. Elijah Vera Tucker. He can play guard and tackle. I think they'll slide him in at guard first, but he can easily play any of the positions, probably except for center. Now, New England. I think this happens in some way, whether it's a trade up, because once again, we're not doing trades, but they'll get their hands on Justin Fields. Justin Fields finally taken off the board and goes to a great situation, probably one of the best for a quarterback to get to. That defense is solidified. The offensive line is fantastic. Some nice weapons over there on the offense. I think Justin Fields can definitely take advantage of quite a bit of it. And plus, he doesn't have to start right away. I think he can take a year and learn off Cam Newton, or come later in the year if they're starting to struggle midway. Hey, Justin, get some playing time. 16, Arizona. I think Greg Newsome II is the answer here. Patrick Peterson, goodbye. He's off the team, and I believe he went to Minnesota, but I could be wrong. Patrick Peterson, gone. Greg Newsome slides in, will help keep that secondary intact with Buda Baker and Byron Murphy as well. The Las Vegas Raiders. This was an interesting one. I think there's a lot of places they can go, but their weakest spot is the safety position. Trayvon Moehrig will become their starting free safety. Probably being tagged along with Abrams, I believe. Strong safety for the Raiders. So Trayvon Moehrig, new starting safety for the Raiders. Miami, once again, up next. Went Jamar Chase earlier in the draft. I think this is the perfect time for them to take best player available and a guy who's going to be awesome. He can play multiple positions on the defense. He can be a Swiss Army knife for you. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. If you don't want to say Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, JOK is apparently the nickname people are going for. So, Jeremiah is going to be a fun player for that Miami team. Now, Washington, the football team, they'll get their hands on Trey Lance. A huge project to work on, but I think Washington is capable of helping him out and developing him to that starting quarterback that he can eventually be. Now, the Bears, there's, they got quite a few holes. There's a lot of different ways that they can go about this. However, I do think the team will go Tevin Jenkins. It's a player that's picked towards them a lot, but I think it is going to happen. The Colts. Colts don't have a lot of needs. I think they do go defense here. But the Colts probably going Kwity Paye. I can see them going with an edge guy, help solidify that defensive line, get some pressure with sacks even more. He's going to be a fun addition. Now, the Titans also go defense, but secondary, and I see them grab Caleb Farley, who is my number one corner in this draft. Yes, he had back surgery, but he said that he's feeling great. He's starting to run a bit more. He's ahead of schedule. Um, that guy's an athletic freak. The dude, to me, he's gonna be Jalen Ramsey. Like that's his ceiling. Jalen Ramsey. Guy can fly. He's gonna be awesome. Look out for Caleb. Tennessee, lucky to have him. The Jets, once again, back on the clock. Now, where do the Jets go? It's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I think linebacker is a little bit of a need for them. Uh, they got their quarterback of the offense. Why not grab the quarterback of the defense? I'm thinking like what they need. I know running back could be a clear option here, but I think ETN, even Mike Michael Carter, Javonte Williams will be available in that second round pick for them. So defense, Zaven Collins to the Jets. The only running back that might be taken in the first round, Najee Harris, Pittsburgh. I'm totally against running backs going in the first round, but I can definitely see the Steelers doing it. Personally, I think they should go Landon Dickerson or Creed Humphrey, but they go Najee Harris, running back, absolute beast out of Alabama. Now, Jacksonville, back up on the clock. Where do they go? Well, I think they help solidify the middle of that defense. D tackle Christian Barmore, a guy who really turned it on later on in the year, and against the big talent, he just shows out every day. So Christian, I think he's gonna be good for them. He's gonna help solidify the run, and he can occasionally, surprise people in the pass game too. The Browns. Not a whole lot of holes to fill on this team, so they got some luxury with this pick. And I think they can take a chance on a guy like a Jalen Phillips. The dude, unfortunately, has had concussions in the past, but if he can stay healthy, whoo-wee, look out. Look out for Jalen. Guy plays like the Watt brothers. He's insane. Baltimore. I think it's clear. This is Rashad Bateman, right? This is Rashad. I think it's a pretty easy pick. Wide receiver, Ravens, they need help in that passing game. I think Bateman can do it. The Saints, not once again like some other teams, not a whole lot of holes to fill, but I do think they go defense. Pick up Jamin Davis. I think you can really solidify that linebacking core and just help fly around, make plays happen. The Packers. Now, Packers, I think their defense is pretty solid. A lot of the guys available on the defense, I don't think I would take for them at this spot. Plus, I think wide receiver is the biggest need for them because outside of Devontae Adams, it's bad. It's not great. It's not great. So Elijah Moore is their guy. I think Elijah is a monster. He's super fast. He's strong. He can make plays after the catch. He's very versatile in terms of being in the slot. He can even play outside if need be. He can help make room for Devontae on the field in the middle of the field as he's going deep. So Elijah Moore going to be awesome for Aaron Rodgers. The Bills, I can see them going edge as well. But their edge, Jason Oweh, Penn State, very bendy dude, athletic, freak of nature guy from Penn State. He's a little bit of a project. He shows flashes of what he can be, and then other times you're just craving more. But I think the Bills can get it out of him. Baltimore will grab an edge as well, but very different from Jason Otway. Gregory Rousseau is a monster of a human being, and the Ravens love those big dudes. And Gregory is gonna be a big dude for them. At 6'7", he can rush the passer, bendy, very athletic for a guy his size, strong. He's gonna definitely cause chaos for them at the line of scrimmage. Now, Tampa Bay, they're running it back. Not a whole lot of need, so they can go different places. Um, I think D tackle or edge is the best place for them. I think they can hold off on edge and go Levy on Wuzrike with that final pick. Uh, Beast of a defensive tackle. He's probably my favorite defensive tackle in this draft. Guy's incredible. I think he'll really help solidify and learn a lot from like a guy like Ndamukong Suh. So, and eventually he'll be paired up with Vita Vea, who actually I believe they were teammates for a year when Levy was at Washington. So some familiarity between them as well. But that's it. That's the draft. Hopefully, not too long for you guys to sit and watch. And if you have any disagreements, we can talk about it in the comments. Feel free to comment whether you think same position, different player, or just different position, different player altogether. Like if you think the Bengals go Jamar Chase instead of Penei Sewell, I would agree with you. I could totally see that happening. But once again, uh, we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be fun. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. You'll be getting a video soon on the Bears draft. We'll do a whole 7-round mock draft, and we'll use the Pro Football Network again. But once again, thank you for watching. Hope you have a lovely day, and good night.